Coltrane is such a cultural juggernaut on his own.
Yeah.
Coltrane doesn't need anybody to help him out, quote unquote. You get that release out there. It's like, oh my God, listen to that guy play. But Dolphy is definitely not in a good light for, well, whatever that is, 30 plus years. The Vanguard heritage did not ring true to what went down those evenings. Then you get the complete sessions and you realize that, no, if you were there, you saw an amazing multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah.
He didn't bring his flute, but he had his bass clarinet, as you know, and the alto sax, and he blew his heart out. And they had been doing that for 4 months. They had been gigging as often as they could, as busy as they both were.
Sure did.
Dolphy would drive out or fly out wherever, sit in with Coltrane in Philadelphia, Chicago. They had a little mini tour. And the Village Gate releases from last year are also revelatory because, not to go on and on, but the complete Olay session reveals a great Dolphy take that no one had ever heard. I mean, that's another thing. So there's a conspicuous absence of good to great to excellent Dolphy solos in those early original releases that I think hurt his career. I think it hurt his career that he's listed in the personnel of Impressions and some of the early Vanguard things, and they weren't the optimum. And I think critics said, see, the guy is dragging down Coltrane. Only later do we get the big picture, and that's each new release. And then we get to the FM records, the Alan Douglas re-release of Just on Resonance just a few years ago, the complete Conversations Iron Man release that's just amazing, a 3-record set. Those are treasures. They're vital treasures that aren't just valuable to listen to, but they tell a story. Like, where were these recordings back when? That's not that unusual in the music biz, right?
Yeah. Well, it also makes me very grateful that in the emergence of music resurfacing on the internet, that those radio recordings from Europe did resurface and did start to circulate more outside of just sort of the collector's world. And one of the things that is really beautiful about that is in a lot of the recordings, you can hear the enthusiasm of the audiences.